Dress codes. Dreaded, dreaded dress codes. Over 50% of American schools have them, and they're a part of many people's daily lives. But being common doesn't mean that people like them. In fact, the majority of younger people believe dress codes limit a student's individuality and create self-esteem issues, which is why they should be more lenient, that is, if we continue to have them at all. The first issue that many people see is that dress codes are often very outdated. They first started gaining popularity in the 1920s, and they haven't changed a whole lot since then. School keeps up with modern advancements in technology and science, so why not clothing? It's quite difficult to express yourself when your school may require you to wear certain colors, styles of clothing, lengths of sleeves or trousers, or other specific rules, like showing your waistband at all times to prevent concealed carrying. The truth is, fashion has changed since the 20th century, and dress codes need to accommodate that. Another large debate about dress code is that it can be considered unconstitutional because it prohibits a student's free speech. In 1969, one such case made it to the Supreme Court. A 13-year-old girl named Mary Beth Tinker had worn an armband to show that she was against the Vietnam War, but she was dress coded for it. She ended up winning the case, with the Supreme Court stating, "Students do not shed their constitutional rights at the schoolhouse gate." This case shows how schools at the time, and even current schools, preferred compliance rather than individuality. While most school dress codes don't go to this extent, the Tinker case will continue to be used as an example of how restricting they can truly be. The last, and most current issue, is that many girls feel that their dress code is objectifying them. Some students have even gone far enough to deem it sexist and unfair because of how different dress codes are for the different genders. A large amount of students believe that girls shouldn't have to change for the comfort of their male peers. The whole idea of covering up doesn't teach students how to dress. Instead, it can make girls feel self-conscious and ashamed. A study by the American Psychological Association shows that girls who objectify themselves have a higher rate of self-image issues. This all brings up another question. Why does a student's appearance matter so much? Many parents and even teachers believe that schools should focus more on education and life skills than how their children and pupils look. Jane Miner, a student activist, thinks that it shouldn't matter how a student dresses as long as it isn't obscene, and many people agree with her. Now, let's look at the other side of the argument. What might be some positives of dress code? One common claim is that they help keep students safe. Some schools in California notice less students misbehaving after changing their dress codes. Although this is seemingly true, there is nothing to confirm this, and it was most likely because of their increased hallway security and not because of the students' clothing. At the end of the day, the negative effects of dress code are much more obvious than the positive ones. Since it appears to be the cause of many self-image issues and discourages expression, you may be wondering why schools even continue to enforce it. The answer may never be completely clear, so it's up to you to choose which side you're on.